Hi everybody, this is Jake from Advective Weather. This is kind of a face reveal sort of video, but also kind of need to get straight into the weather. So, big story. This is the calm before the storm. The Storm Prediction Center has issued 2 regions of moderate risks across northeastern Missouri as well as eastern Iowa and western Illinois, and then another region of the moderate risk down in the boonies. Northeastern Arkansas, western Tennessee, towards the Boot Heel type area. So, these thunderstorms are capable of producing long-track violent tornadoes. And the fact that there's 2 regions is kind of crazy to me. These storms up here are going to be closer to this low, and I'll explain it when the models, but these are going to be moving very fast, at least compared to these storms. The wind threat, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty significant. It's going to be way more significant up in Iowa. I feel like, 30, 45%, I feel like it doesn't really matter, in a way. Yes, I know technically 30 and 45%, there's a greater chance of that happening, but it doesn't matter if it's between 30 and 45%. If there's thunderstorms in your area, you know what to do. Because if you're in a severe thunderstorm warning, what are you going to do? You're going to get everything inside, you're going to keep yourself in an interior room. As far as the hail threat is concerned, it's going to be kind of isolated towards Iowa. It's going to be evident that there's going to be a lot of updraft activity here, at least compared to the Mississippi River Valley. Just to get a general timeline, let's take a look at the GFS real quick. And as we advance it through the day, this low is going to push to the east, bringing snow up across the northern part of the United States. But over towards eastern Iowa, that's where going to be our activity is. This is 18Z. As we push it forward, there's going to be a lot of convection that forms in Iowa, while this separate part of the system is going to be forming convection towards Arkansas. We're going to advance it through time, and it's going to be a bimodal type of setup, meaning there's going to be both supercell thunderstorms, and there's also going to be a linear setup once the supercell thunderstorms form. But any supercell thunderstorms that form in this area is pretty much fair game at this point. Let's take a look at the temperatures tomorrow. We could see that temperatures are going to get very high. This is Friday at 19Z. I think this is about 1 o'clock. It's about 80 degrees over in this region of Missouri. But still, it's going to be very nice. It's going to be very, very windy, but it's still going to be very, very nice temperatures. Taking a look at the dew points here, we could just see that, lots of instability. It's going to be a pretty muggy day. If you're going outside, you're like, oh, it's sweaty. That's why. And that's going to be our main environment. That's going to lead to our main instability. This moisture is needed for convection. And taking a look at the HRRR, just to give a more accurate timeline, we could just see that these storms are going to fire up around about 3 o'clock. About 2, 3 o'clock, and they're going to push forward. They're going to form into a line, moving very quickly as long as you're closer to the low in Iowa. Yeah, they're going to be racing to the northeast as Friday goes on. Still bringing snow up into the northern part of the United States. There is quite a little bit of helicity, at least in northeastern Missouri and eastern Iowa. There looks like to be a little bit of a cap that's going to be here, but as long as there's sufficient heating, that cap is going to erode, and it's going to be fair game. I feel like the GFS has had a habit of underplaying the Cape, so I feel like the Cape over here, 1900, is going to be a little bit higher than that. We can see that there's going to be helicity here, not as much as probably going to be in the southeast. So yeah, if you guys live in the moderate risk, you guys know what to do during a tornado warning, right? Get in the most interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, abandon any mobile homes, cars, don't go under any underpasses. That's the most important part. Keep yourself safe tomorrow, have a weather radio, have your phone charged. At least have a good pair of sneakers around in case you have to go into the cellar and a tornado hits your house. Not saying that's going to happen, at least get yourself prepared for the worst. I feel like tomorrow will speak for itself, but if we take a look, there's already a day 6 30% risk across southern Missouri and the Ozark region. Why is that? It's because of this big old trough that's going to be pushing through the area on Tuesday. Even though it's a little far out to tell, I feel like this thing is kind of leaning towards a negative tilt, and a negative tilt is kind of bad news within the severe weather community. We don't know enough yet about this severe weather event, however, as the days come on, we will be paying attention to it, and we will let you know. There's some fire risks going on. Don't set off any gender reveal parties now. It looks like it's going to affect kind of east of the Four Corners region, at least east of the Rockies, around affecting eastern New Mexico, northwestern part of Texas, as well as the panhandle of Oklahoma and western Kansas. So do not set any fires, do not try to lie anything up. And of course for tomorrow, looks like it's going to impact the same area. It looks like there's a dry line that's going to be affecting the area. That's not going to allow a lot of precipitation to come into the area, leading to these events. There's a wind advisory out, actually. See around here, there's a high wind warning, red flag warning. I think that's going to be due to those hot temperatures tomorrow. So, regarding days 4, 5, and 6, it's just going to be the same areas. If you're in the southwestern part of the United States towards the northwestern part of Texas, don't light anything up. Understand that there's going to be a lot of winds that could start wildfires. What do you do during a wildfire? Well, what you have to do is just remain indoors. Don't try to run if there's a lot of smoke in the area. Avoid burning anything. Regarding snowfall amounts, it looks like there's a blizzard warning in effect towards the northern part of the United States. It's going to be a very windy event with getting high winds as high as 40 miles per hour with up to 4 inches of snow. Even though this snowstorm and blizzard doesn't seem to be as significant as most northern snowstorms, however, it's going to be very windy, so there's going to be a lot of blowing snow. You're not going to be able to see. Don't even give it a try. Stay home. Make sure you keep yourself cozied up. It'll be over soon. Regarding tomorrow, I will be streaming my storm chasing footage straight up to Advective Weather, so pay attention and watch us live. And that's it for the video today, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know in the comments. This is Jake, signing out.